Alright. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, writers usually keep a lot of things in story the same, but still. Oh my god, why are we having this? Like, why? Like, are these characters popular? Why are these characters popular? I mean, it doesn't make no. Oh, someone's telling me to go out of my delusion, I'm guessing. I think that was that sound. Well, my apologies. Just this chapter makes one character appear like my least favorite trope when it comes to spells, those shonen manga, battle manga, and I'm kind of not really a fan of it. But who knows? It's still early to tell for now. But let's hope this is wrong. And it's not foreshadow what's yet to come. So, anyways, greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld. And today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Four Knights of the Apocalypse, chapter 80, titled King Arthur versus Lancelot. And my god, is the front page like misrepresenting this? Like the front page is literally, well, to be fair, it's accurate. Like in one of those in universe, what's happening right now pages where we have Arthur on the ground as Lancelot is holding on him, but it's like it says insta defeat even though like Arthur can clearly still do stuff. Like it's literally just on top of you. That's like saying, and I don't know, like that's like saying who are we? Like, or that's like saying Frieza stepping on Goku when Goku can still clearly fight and begin the fight is like instant defeat. So, anyways, then we have other part of the narration saying Arthur is overwhelmed already. Meet the greatest of the Four Knights of the Apocalypse, Lancelot. So yeah, I guess we're getting to kind of like a Lancelot fanboy club right now. At least let's hope it's just like an early thing that's meant to show us how much the caps can progress later in the future, but we'll see. Anyways, then we have. I'm not sure it's Donnie or Gawain. Either one of the two works, as they're both like, I don't believe it. As then another's like, he outmatched King Arthur in a fight. Again, it's like it's over. It's just that he's on top of Arthur. Is that we have a person like he did that to the guy way out of my and Tristan's league. So I guess they're acknowledging it. And a bit of a pause. Because then we have Tristan, like the old Dave Light, kind of comes like, it's only natural, Percival. Lancelot's ability is far beyond my own. It may not seem it, but we were evenly matched until 6 years ago. To be honest, it's frustrating. So yeah, we get a bit of more information about what happened in the past, as we have find out that which I think was actually in the one shot where before Lancelot left, he and Trisha were about the same level. I think Trisha beat him the last time they were doing it, but this time it's like yeah, the gap is too huge. And then we have the Monster 6 years ago. What on earth happened to him? So yeah, it's still pretty vague, which to be fair is a bit weird. And I'm pretty sure it was like said that Jericho just kind of like had to keep him protected as they were doing stuff, which again it's kind of a weird thing. Like I'm guessing we're gonna find out more about it in the future, but I'm not certain. And we have just saying Lancelot was in well more accurate voice. My apologies, I forgot about the voice because I had to use the badass voice. Lancelot was spirited away from the kingdom of Benwick 6 years ago, but 3 years ago he returned safely, as if nothing ever happened. Yet he has gained terrifying new strength and magical power. Is this gonna be like one of those like those time chambers where you, even though you don't really do that much, you can like spend some, like you actually do very little in that time, like very little time gap, but in reality it's like way more. Like even though to him he might have been like a little bit of trouble, like not even like fighting himself that much, he would be it was like even though he wasn't doing that big gains there, he like got gains. That's what I'm saying. Vulture saying he would never speak of what happened to him, but his strength is comparable to that of the legendary Seven Saints. So as we shot a cool shot of Lancelot. As then we have Lancelot saying feels like using that right arm a little, which is addressing the fact he doesn't want to fix his arm. As then we have Arthur going for a slash, but Lancelot is able to jump away from it. Again, like the instant defeat was like way exaggerating. As they have Arthur like standing up, as they were saying, the secret to your strength is mind reading, correct? So yeah, he's like trying to. So Arthur's pretty much analyzing Lancelot's ability. Then Lancelot doesn't respond to him. as I guess he's checking to see if if Alpha also has mind maybe to take up off chaos. As they were all saying, you have great fighting stats and reaction speed, but you still fall short of Melos's level. So like it says like Melos is still stronger than Lancelot. I think so. As they were all saying, despite this, you were able to block my movements because you read when it strike before it did, right? So yeah, as then we have just say, Lancelot, now is the time to defeat King Arthur. Okay, okay, one question. Are they putting King Arthur below the seven deadly sins? Because that's like the only way I can interpret it. Is like maybe they're interpreting like Lancelot, but Meliodas could defeat King Arthur, but I don't know why. Tristan says like Lancelot, he could definitely defeat Arthur. I mean, he's only comparable to seven deadly sins, but he can definitely beat him. I guess like again, they put King Arthur below them. As they have let's just be all good. Like, can I'm the one fighting here. Which I'm not really sure what's wrong with Tristan saying that. They have off Lancelot doing that like cool thing they do with swords, where they have like they only make grab them, like they put their feet below their blade, they like kicking it up so they can grab it and be like, "I'm gonna borrow a sword, yeah." So yeah, he's taking one of Tristan's swords, and then we have Arthur moving back a lot because I guess he's knowing he's gonna use that like Shining Road that knocked out Tristan. And then we have Lancelot using Shining Road as we see like kind of moving all over the place behind Arthur as he's like sees this. Then he has like this blow up at him that hits him. As then we have a bit of a shot of them being like blown away. We see like Percival being blown away. We see Donnie being blown away. With Gawaine's clothes, like the clothes she has on her, also be like blown. Like my God, Gawain must really feel bad at this point. She's so fucking naked. Or maybe she just feels humiliated over the fact that how much stronger the rest are than her. Anyways, then we see Percival just Melo just looking up at him like normally with Tristan. I'm not sure if he's just ashamed of the power gap or if he also has like a bit blown away. If they were Melo's like Arthur, then we see that the sword that Tristan was using, which I guess confirms this wasn't Tristan's main swords at least, getting shattered. That as then we have I'd be like that sword that shattered again. So I guess this road actually is just something that damages everything. Well, it destroys the blade that's being used, which I guess explains why Lanza would want to Dobbs making him a sword, so he doesn't destroy it every time he uses that one shining road, and why he's I guess been using the both mostly now right now. And then we have Arthur be like, "What? What?" So I guess it was really underestimating Arthur for being like, "Wait, he's not out yet." As we have Arthur saying, "You have fine talent." As then we have him getting, if we see Lancelot finally getting some kicking up and he's being thrown back. As we have him going down, as we see Arthur's like how well his hand being like arm that he had falling down. As Lancelot's up, as we're supposed to be like Lancelot! As he's screaming, it was like a bit like a that whole technique that Stalin Sharps used on Shiraki. We have basically like a only hand version of it, as we have that thing slamming Arthur Lancelot down to the ground. As we have Mills attacking Arthur, as like stop! As we see like Arthur like blocking, striking up Meos again, sending him back. As we have him like right passing Tristan, which doesn't make sense, but still. As we have Meos block it, as Meos like Arthur, wasn't your right arm a warning for your own naivety and weakness? Referring to what he said earlier, as we have Arthur saying, won't you let this slide? So, kind of bring up the hypocrisy. But we have Arthur saying, Chaos is only here to subconsciously protect me, its host. The death of its host would mean the loss of it where it belongs. It has nothing to do with my will. It's like a will without will. That's why not even Lancelot, could read its movements. As we see that the arm that was cut off decided to take a form of a Eldritch abomination with face, body, mouth. What the fuck am I even staring at, creature thing? Like, I know it's supposed to be chaos, it's not supposed to make any sense, but it really looks like it's completely random. It looks like it has like limbs of humans, limbs of demons. There's even like a part of it where it has like a almost entirely normal female body. Well, I said the nipples a bit covered by the flesh, but still like weird shit. I mean, considering the fact that one part of the Chaos Balls that Malaska loosed earlier had like a face that looked like the Lunar Shell, I do have to wonder if this is supposed to be like the demon clan's dead corpses. I mean, actually, I'm looking at one now. The one who seems like it has the face of a white demon, but there seems to be like a person inside that thing. And also another part looks like how Demon King looked like when he was combined with the Earth. So yeah, and we see that one that was combined with Earth, even like kind of surrounding Meliodas. It's kind of like looking at it. So yeah, as then we have Meliodas be like, I knew it should have I should have cut chaos away from you, no matter what would have happened. So yeah, it's addressing how dangerous that is. As then we have Person be like, is this real or an illusion? Which is true. This kind of would look like more like an illusion. Then we see like a finger or head of chaos. It's like has like a bunch of these like blades, like tongue creatures out. As then we have someone screaming, "Oh, are we dreaming?" As then we have Lancelot appearing from the shadows, like interesting stuff, like kind of checking his neck a bit. As we have Arthur like taking a notice, making a bit pissed. Oh, he's not even damn it, seriously. As then we have Arthur, I guess, saying, "So your father taking this seriously, or is it Lancelot?" I'm not certain. Honestly, it looks like Arthur is saying this, but it could just be Lancelot. As then he just become a bit happy, person, like, "Oh, he took it." The eyes shot, like, "Oh, he took it." I mean, to be fair, it was like a simple like boom kind of hit, not thing really all that special. Like, I don't see why it would matter that much. What's that noise? Who cares? As they were often like turning back as he has like chaos eyes as he's like saying, "Well, well, so you're still alive. Do you?" I guess that is because that was not said before. As Alpha says, "Do you understand now the difference between our abilities?" Again, I'm not really sure how this algebra combination would really be a difference in abilities. Anyways, they would have like Electric Guy jumping up. He's got like oh you're alright. It's gonna be like a good old fashioned fisticuffs kind of battle. It's like and Alpha's like Electric like took the words out of my mouth. You don't understand me at all. And then we have like again like kind of spin. I'm guessing it's kind of supposed to be like similar to like a. I'm kind of getting the idea this is, might be have something similar to do with like the giant dance. It's like kind of jumping up and down, and then we have him going like that's kind of cool pose. Yeah. So yeah, and then we see like like a bunch of the magic like going around his body. As then we have after like not sensing this like oh this is a big power up. As then we see it like that thing that was around only getting pushed back is now like freaking out again. Like he's just freaking out this these last couple chapters. He's like is it being like pushed back, which like, gives me the idea that like the either the magic force pushed them or all of a sudden like that and that as Darwin's like whoa what? And then that's just be like the force of his magic is incredible. As the person brings up, wasn't Lancelot left-handed? So this is implied that just left-handed Lancelot is stronger than most characters, in my opinion. That's my guess, at least. As then we have Trisha saying, "If anyone can beat him, he can. He's gonna be the Askin of this group." I'm guessing. I'm not so certain. Again, like they say he's comparable to the Lazarus, since I'm not sure why they are saying Lazarus stronger than them. Well, I guess he does perform better in Meliodas here, but still, it's kind of weird. Like Nurse not even using his arms right now. Anyways, then we have Nine saying, What the?" As then we have uh we cut to the stairs ends and one woman's like and someone's like look up in the sky and someone says like a giant monster no you should get that flying ship as we see like this like they say a giant ship that honestly looks like a pistol honestly with like a demon like one of the chaos I think that chaos staff that Oddback had as it's like like imagine a pistol imagine it's the end of it, like where the bullet comes out, have like that Oddback's the top of the Oddback staff with a bit more evil looking with bat wings. I mean, like I mentioned a bunch of bat wings around it. Then have the top chef be like the pirate kind of settlement with like the main like place you sit, that main like place that you deal with the helm, looking like a more like a circus then honestly. So yeah. And then we have some of the holiness. I'm going to be like, there are people on that thing. Those who I think they are. As Jafe is like, yes, there's no mistaking them. Camelot's holy knights of chaos. As we see Ironside, Mortec, and a few other guys who I think we've seen during the meeting. Not sure if this is like the elite members of the Holy Knights, or if this is just like the full title, which I was a bit confused on it, what exactly the title was. So I guess it's just Holy Knights of Chaos. Not sure why they have both Holy and Chaos and together, but I guess that's how it's supposed to be taken as. Maybe like of Chaos is supposed to be like the elite members. I'm not certain. Again, it's like very weird. It's like how this whole Chaos thing is going. Like, there's no like real talking about it. Anyways, they have Ironsides putting. I guess he put his helmet back on, or maybe it was fixed. It says, "Your Majesty, you've played around long enough. Please return at once." Uh, as then we have Arthur saying, "You came all the way from Camelot just to lecture me, Lord Ironside." So yeah, I guess he's being like a bit more reasonable. With the Merlin's not there. I mean, I guess where is she exactly? As then we have Arthur saying, "A full-scale conflict here, and now would be unwise. Your Majesty should know that more than anyone." As it says that, we have Arthur just saying, "Yes, Polware, Benwick, the Fairy King's Forest. From those three places, I sense a powerful aggression." As we see a Polware, where we see go for there. As I guess he's like getting ready to move out. Maybe he's like making like final spells to like completely hide the demons safely away when he's moving out. We see Bond there standing as he's walking through I guess away from the fairy forest with like a giant like nunchucks he's having things. As they would see King and Diane finally getting confirmation they are there, and apparently Diane also getting thicker by looks of things. Also, like kind of moving, but they're still like, kind of completely covered in shadows. Well, actually, no. Actually, no. Correction. Bond is in Benwick, and he's going from there, while King of the Yena in the Fairy King's Force is kind of moving out through like the woods or something. I'm not exactly certain what's going on. I guess that's what's going on here, but still, it's kind of weird. They handled. I guess they're kind of moving towards Camelot or something. So yeah, and unless there's not big of a gap here. Now again, there's a bit of a question of what exactly is Camelot, because it's like a dreamscape world, or is it like in a different dimension? Is there to tell? But I guess it's at least in like enough direct to a point that characters can go there and cause shit. And yeah, and specific Arthur, who's the strongest person, is not there, as well as I guess these Chaos Holy Knights, which I don't know why all of them decided to come here, especially because like only two of them even speak in this chapter. But regardless, still they are there, I guess. And then we have some of the citizens be like, "Does it really exist, Camelot?" I guess they thought it was no longer a thing, which makes me wonder: was this world public or was the conflict not public? Again, like I'm hoping we get. I'm guessing after this arc, we are going to get like chapters explaining what the heck is going on, because again, it's like kept very vague. As they realize, we see some citizens be like, "I want to go, so do I." Instead of announcing them, saying that, Anne's like, "What are you saying? They're the ones who attacked this country, remember?" Which is true, as then some people be like, "Oh, look away." As then one guy's like, "I mean," as then we have Anne also playing, "And who do you think protected you, this country's holy knights? That's who." I mean, to be fair, Lancelot and Galan weren't ordered to destroy the country. They were just sent to, destroy anyone but humans. So it's like they wouldn't injure. It was like giants and fairies wouldn't injure. And as they have Ironside saying, "If something happened to your majesty, that would become what would become of those living at the edge of Camelot?" Which now makes me think they are in danger of dying. Or maybe those like escape from their delusion or something. I'm not certain. As there we have Alpha saying, "That's not a fair thing to say. Doesn't the same apply to you? Besides, I thought I gave you a particular mission, did I not?" So yeah, I guess there's something about Chaos Holy Knights that is special. Not sure if this is supposed to imply that Ironside was supposed to have stayed there and protected because he's like the strongest or something. Again, it's very vague. It's unknown still. As then we have also often mentioning the whole mission that he gave, "Find me a bride," which makes me think he would not have to be in Camelot, but maybe Isaac was supposed to like stay in like a reception desk and be like, "All right, all the women, men who are in the legal range, or maybe not in the legal age, not sure exactly that font, come here. Or are you fit to be Arthur's wife?" But I'm not taking certain. Like, I'm also not sure what exactly the whole wife thing is. But anyways, then we get Ironside saying, "Rest assured, if that is what concerns you, your wife, that's the thing. That's the top thing you should be worried about right now. Not your kingdom, but your wife. I can easily say, I have already reached my objection." Now, there's some debate question about what exactly Ironside is saying this because Winami said that she will not be leaving until tomorrow. So maybe Ironside's like, "Oh, I know the Guinevere, the person who's the wife in mythology, is here." So he's now sending people to go get her because she said she was gonna be here until tomorrow. So I guess she's gonna be taken tomorrow. Or maybe it's like one of those where he's mistaking, or maybe it's like referring to someone else. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't have to be Guinevere when you really think about it. I think there's enough hatred between and rivalry between Arthur and Lancelot right now that I don't think they have to have a war of wives. "Oh, you took my teacher away, now you gotta take my wife, huh?" Like, I don't really see that making any logical sense. Like, maybe it's gonna be someone else again. Like, I'm curious where Morgan Le Fay is gonna get into here because I feel like because of how like directly into Arthur mythology we're going here right now. I feel like Morgan Le Fay will be a character who will appear in the story. So I mean, Morgan Le Fay is gonna be in the Four Knights continuity, Arthur's wife instead of his sister, which I think is what she was in the. Well, yeah, I think in Arthur's mythology she was supposed to be his sister, but maybe here's gonna be different. I'm not certain. Anyways, there we have Arthur saying, "Why didn't you say so? Oh, you found my wife? Oh, good, I can leave now." And I'm like, "All right, I'm coming back with say, I guess now that I have wife, everything's fine." Then we have, as he's saying that, it's cut off, as then we have someone, Officer Soccerbit is like, person was like, someone actually attacked during their conversation, as we have Lancelot piercing through Arthur, as we have Monta also there's like, "My Majesty!" As we have Ironside chill, as he's like, "Prepare to return without delay." So he's not even focusing on that, like, so he knows it's BS. As then we have Arthur saying, "Sir Melios, I'll see you soon. The day yielded a battle happened vast, happened have vast than expected. Thanks to you, my awareness has changed greatly." As we see Arthur disappearing, as then we have Arthur saying, "When I learned of you four knights of the apocalypse, I thought of you as something to add some spice to my boring days." So that's how little he thought of them. As then we see the ship that the only knights of Cameroon disappears, and someone's like, "This ship is disappearing." As we have all saying, "But here and today, I declare war." Wait, what's that noise? Wait, who is causing that noise? I'll deal with that later. Anyways, then we have some of the we then have the final picture of the chapter as we have obviously saying, "Our war to hunt down all of the four knights of the apocalypse and their allies and eradicate them." As we have Arthur disappearing, as Lancelot looks up, as then we have the pages of all four of the four knights, Lancelot looking chill, confirming that he's gonna be one of those annoying motherfucking characters who will always gonna be the attention killers, who never are gonna fight anyone who could possibly beat them because it would make them look less awesome, less cool, and now and they are just gonna be a giant tension killers because they're always going to be written around them somehow. Or if they do get defeated, they're going to be so quickly and forgotten so easily. I can punch Shisoraki in Bleach in the New Frozen War. The points not even going to fucking matter. I might be jumping to conclusion on Lancelot, but I really hope that's not gonna be the case with Lancelot. He's gonna be one of those characters who's gonna be too scared when it comes to gonna be, oh, I must not hurt him. Because let's be real here. I feel like you could have had for like getting one hair Lancelot to like give the sense of feel, like one strike, maybe not just able to dodge it, but like it still takes away so much of his flash that would still like show. Oh my god, if it actually was a direct hit, I would fucking be dead. But yeah, let's hope that's not the case. But we don't have anything like that. They will have traditional Blythe is like staring there. We're possibly a bit nervous, like, oh no, is he standing there? And then go away, just look at there, be like, oh, she's not embarrassed. She's just kind of worried. Or maybe she's like, oh my god, they're all bad at me. Or maybe she's like, wait, does that mean Uncle's gonna kill me as well? Like, I'm not really sure where the heck is going on with the whole, because Alpha seemed to be like more jokey with Gawain beforehand, so I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen. Or is it gonna be something like, I'm gonna suppose no one mentions that, should we take, like, I'm gonna suppose no Knight State mentions like, wait, should we take Lady Gawain as well? She's here. We probably shouldn't be taking Arthur's brother's daughter, or leaving her. Like, I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Because now he's saying, oh, my niece is so gonna be killed. I mean, you'd think Mojo would mention it, because that seems to be what his personality is so far. Which, honestly, I'm kind of getting the impression that Mojo might just be like the rookie or something. So, anyways, we have chapter narrations. We have King Arthur declares war. The story enters a new phase. So yeah, I guess this is like the Holy Knights versus Hellbrom and the thing with the war being official now, which makes me hope it's gonna be an actual war and not just something like, oh, it's kind of like a war, but really it's just like one. You're just focusing on fight captures, like you're only focusing like individual heroics basically. If you watch Shadow Versity, you know what I mean. And with the narrations we have saying it's definitely been made clear to their enemy, Arthur, there are 4 Knights of the Apocalypse in this land. So yeah, to be continued, chapter 81, titled "The Battle Is Over." So yeah, I guess we can now finally say it's over for this arc. Which to be fair, some people were saying it's kind of was dragging. Although I don't think it was dragging. Like in the actual episodes, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just gonna be like the final 4 episodes of the season or something. I'm not certain. But but again, I don't think it was that dragging. I think it's just more because it was a fight, most just fights that were very like short and very controversial with what Jericho happened. Sucks to be Velasco and Galano, honestly. Like you'd think they would be given more respect, especially considering how much hype they're giving to the 17 since. But oh well, like, you can't do much, I suppose. So yeah. Anyways, this chapter, again, like, I'm not a fan of those characters. This chapter makes me think that Lancelot's gonna be one of those annoying characters. So I can't say much, but I hope he's not, but we have to wait and see if that's going to be the case. So yeah, also I'm curious on what's gonna happen with Gawain now. I mean, they know Gawain is his niece. Like, he even said, oh, you bad little girl, what would my stepbrother think of this? So yeah, I'm kind of curious a little bit. He also said, "Oh, I'm hunting her down and killing her." So we'll see on that front. Again, very curious on how that's gonna go, but yeah, we'll see what's going to happen now. I'm also assuming that the Snyder scenes are all gonna be reuniting soon. Well, except for Merlin and Askino, but also more exceptions in the rules. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you'll leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, okay, what the heck is going on now? This is really starting to be annoying. I'm gonna take one of my units. One second, quickly. What the hell? What's going on there? What's all this commotion all this entire time? Wait, what's that? The manga, the hell of comic books, movies, and toys are currently have declared war on everyone. Seriously? Wait, did they team up or did they just manage to team up? Oh, and now they're just attacking among each other, and now they're also declaring on everyone else as well? Seriously? Oh, if they want to be suicidal, then they can be suicidal, but let them know that this is gonna end really badly as soon as they get in there. Because we have top tiers. One second, please. We get the report there. Read the report there. Well, it seems like we are having a war in hell as well. It's been a well-functioning year since last one, so I guess it makes sense. So anyways, see you more next time. Goodbye.